I am a student of life, and I know God put me on earth so that my message could become message. So I am not here because I have done things perfectly. In fact, I am here. What gives me the authority to be in front of you today is that I have made so many mistakes that I was forced to actually learn from those mistakes. And that's what I really want to share today. So just allow me to get straight into it and share my screen because of time. Yeah. But the first thing I want to actually ask everybody is, what is your story? Because even before we get into money, what holds us back is that we don't know what story we are carrying into money. And I just want everyone to start writing on the chat. Imagine you entered a lift. In that lift, you found an angel. And the angel said, I'm going up to the 5th floor and I'm exiting at the 5th floor. So you have between the 1st and the 5th floor to tell me, what do you want? What would your answers be? Don't tell them they are your problems. The angel is asking you, what do you want? Guys, what do you want? What do you want? Because many times we are struggling with money and life, but we've never actually asked, what do you want? Freedom. Thank you, Isaac. What else do we want? Financially free, wisdom, peace. I want to see a few more. Eternal life. Okay. But the angel is asking you about what he can leave you on earth with. Yeah? Stability, financial independence, financial stability. Give me more tangible things. What does financial stability look like? What does fulfillment look like? How does it show up in your life? Money, a production company. Thank you. Wealth. What does wealth look like in your life? The angel wants tangible things. Yeah? Sound retirement, maximum streams of income, 20 billion. Financial security and debt-free. Land, now we are getting to it. Knowledge, be debt-free and make wise investments. Let me add a twist to this story. On the 5th floor, the angel says, you have 30 seconds before I get out to give me your full answers. When you get back to earth, there's going to be no other human being but you. What do you want? What do you still want? When you get back to earth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding are holding. Comfort. Remember, when you get back to the 1st floor, everybody on earth will have disappeared. You will be the only human being here. But you can still enjoy what it is to enjoy in life. Yeah? Peace, to be rich. What does to be rich mean? You are the only human being on earth. Yeah? Only human being on earth. Fulfillment. Ability to continuously make money. Contentment, peace, happiness. Follow my dreams well. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Talk to animals. Yeah, good health. And all these answers that you're saying, I want you to, even after this session, continue asking yourself, what do I want? Because guys, there's what we have been taught to want. Yeah, we were all educated in a system that said, go to school, after school, get a good job, after a good job, get married, buy a house, and then do this. This is the way you should live. But we never start asking ourselves, what do you want? And some of the answers that you're coming up with, wealth, I want property, I want income that comes in, I want wisdom, I want knowledge, I want peace. We've got to start asking ourselves, even in my financial life, am I organizing my life to get what I want? Or am I organizing my life in a way that takes me the complete opposite direction? Because sometimes we are filling our lives with so many things, even money, and my colleague Michael is going to talk about it. We're spending money in a way that is not bringing freedom, in a way that is not bringing peace, in a way that is not bringing contentment. And sometimes you see extremely rich people, but they are so unhappy. So we can learn from that to say, it's not just about money. Money is a fantastic resource, but it's a resource that has to have a master, and you are the master. So where I want to accelerate you today is to become the CEO of your money. So you don't wait for money to be the one that drives you. You master it, you give it a direction, you become the driver of the car, and then do the things that enable money to follow. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. What kind of thinking, you as the driver, what kind of thinking should I actually have? So go investigate your story more and more as you keep going along. And the first thing I want to talk about, 3 things. Time, I want to talk, but keep you away from what you want. It's use of time. Yeah. Then I want to talk about the rat race. Yeah. And then I want to talk about understanding what wealth is. And then my colleague Michael is going to come with the how-to side of this conversation. So to kick off with time, again, let me ask you a question. If you are earning an income, yeah, first of all, even before you earn an income, yeah, how much time do you put towards working to what you want? So if you earn an income, you earn an allowance, even if you are earning an income but you don't have an income now, what is that income per hour? Let me give you an example. If I'm earning 50,000 shillings, yeah, and I work 40 hours a week, yeah, which is 160 hours a month, yeah, it means that my rate per hour is, just doing the calculation, 312 shillings per hour. That is what I earn. So everybody, whether it's an allowance you get from anywhere, whatever money comes into your life, in a month, what is that? Or in a week, what is that? Divided by the amount of hours that you work. So that imagine you are a consultant giving out your time per hour. You know, some consultants out there charge per hour. Yeah. What is your rate per hour? Yeah. And then I want you don't have to tell me the rate. I want you to say, what do you think about your rate per hour? Once you understand this is my rate per hour, what do you think about that rate? Tell me, what do you think about the rate? Yeah, I'll repeat. You earn 50,000 shillings a month. You work 8 hours a day, which is 40 hours a week. So times in a month, that's 160 hours. Your rate per hour is 550,000 divided by 160, which is 312. So Kezaya, too low, unfortunate. The rate is low. I deserve better. I can do better. Is there anybody jumping in joy about their rate per hour? Even me, I'm doing my rate and I'm not happy. I'm doing the calculation again and I'm not happy with my rate, yeah? No joy, kidogo aki, yeah? Mercy aki, yeah? Ooh, Maureen, yeah? Needs to be higher, okay? Now, let me push back. How long does it take you to spend that rate? How long? So if your answer was 300 bob an hour, or 500 bob, or 100 bob, or even 1,000 bob, how long does it take you to spend it? A few minutes. It takes you an hour to make it, but it takes you a few minutes to spend it. Yeah? So the fundamental problem that we're having, I found this cartoon, it's off the internet, so that you know this is not my, I just found it off the internet. I found the problem. We earn money 5 days a week, but we spend money 7 days a week. So our problem, all of us here who have logged into youth, yeah, is that we are spending money so quickly. And I realized this, the way I started Centonomy was based on a calculation. Yeah, and I've always used this. If you've heard me before using this, it is because it is, I cannot change that. This is what prompted me starting Centonomy 12 years ago. It is, I was spending 300 shillings on lunch. Yeah, when I look back, that was possibly what I was making per hour, but every day I'd spend 300 shillings on lunch. Then when I left to start a business, I did not have an income. And when you don't have an income, and I know a lot of you have experienced that, those who've been, businesses have been affected, jobs have been affected, what even your parents would be able to give you as an allowance has been affected. I looked back and said 300 times 9 times 30 days is 9,000 shillings. 9,000 times 12 is 108,000 shillings. Yeah. So I was like, what? I want things. Remember, I asked you, what do you want? What do you want? What are one of the things I wanted in my life, and I still want, is I like experiences. I'm an adventurous person. So I like going to different places in this country, different places in the world, to explore different places. In other words, I love traveling. But I never found like I had money to travel. But where was the money? See, I can travel with 108,000 shillings. If I saved and every year went somewhere for 108,000 shillings, I can find a fantastic place to go, especially if I know the time to look. So my point is, this is our problem. We are spending money quickly on frivolous things, on things that do not have value to us. So for me, eating lunch out every day does not have value unless I'm going to eat with, it's a family thing or good friends once in a while. But every day just going to a cafeteria and spending money on lunch does not have value. But traveling has value. So let's go back to what I was asking you about the angel. What do you want? Yeah, what do you want? Yes, Michelle, I was literally eating my holiday. So that's our problems are not, our solutions are not outside. There is something that we are actually doing on a daily basis. Let me make this more real, yeah? Why as time is so important? Time is so important. And for the young people that are here today, if there's one thing I wish somebody told me when I was in my 20s or when I was a teenager, it is this, yeah? So let's go through this together. Yeah, a 25-year-old invest that same 300 bob that we are saying we spend in 30 seconds. I was eating on lunch. They invest 300 per day. That's 9,125 per month. I've just averaged out the days of the year, which is 109,500 per year. Now, if they invest it in areas that Michael is going to go through later, in 5 years, when they are 30 years old, they will have 669, almost 700,000 shillings available. Ask many 30-year-olds, do you have 700,000 shillings to give me today? We don't have it, yeah? In 10 years' time, when they're 35 years old, they'll have 1.7 million shillings just to do something with. And that's just from the 300 shillings a day, yeah? When they are in 15 years, when they are 40 years old, they will have 3.4 million shillings just from the 300 bob per day. In 20 years, they will have 6.2 million shillings from the same 300 shillings. Now imagine over time, if they increased it to 400 shillings, to 500 shillings, we could be looking at 20, 30 million shillings here. And then you add the effect of investments where money is not staying in, it's not staying under your mattress, it's being invested, yeah? So time. Now, if a 30-year-old wants to catch up to where the 25-year-old will be when they are 45, they will have to do more because they are starting later. So they will have to invest 540 shillings per day, not 300, which is 197,000 shillings per year. Okay, so the later you start, if a 35-year-old still wants to get to the same place as the 25-year-old who started, they will now need to invest 1,000 shillings per day, which is 32,000 per month, which is 393,000 per year. Can you see how difficult it's becoming the more you wait, yeah? If a 40-year-old wants to get to the same place, now the 40-year-old only has 5 years to get to the same place, they will have to put 2,800 shillings a day, which is 85K a month, which is 1.1 million a year. So if you are here today and you are young, even if you have 100 shillings, it is going to make such a big difference down the line.